cutting thing? Have you got it?
No, I saw it before. I don't know where it is now.
Oh man, where's the cutting thing, man? Oh, there it is. I found the cutting thing. There's too many things in the way here. Here's the thing though. Thermaltake's back with new level cases. And yeah, they thought it'd be a good idea to send us some of them. But that's an Easter egg for you guys. But for now, we're focusing on the Level 20 GT. So I don't know if this is gonna be a review or not, but we are definitely building something cool in it. And we wanted to do this like a little bit different at the start, so get on my level. Gear Seekers, I'm Nick. Back in 2011, Thermaltake released their Level 10 GT case. It was something that not many of us had seen before. It was like a case that had come through an interdimensional portal and arrived right here on Earth. So naturally, Thermaltake reached out to us and asked us if we wanted to take a look at the follow-up to the Level 10 GT, the brand new Level 20 GT. So that's what we're gonna do. So if you didn't know, they actually kind of announced these and showed these off at Computex this year in Taipei. That wasn't from the knife, that was just me being stupid. Wow, it is, it's very wide. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be fun. It's only Claire and I today in the studio, so, you know, we're gonna have to deal with Claire's laughing right now because, like, not only is my butt probably showing, but also, she loves watching me struggle. BRB. It's funny because you can still hear me. And I'm just gonna be like, no! Oh my goodness. Oh, which way am I looking at this? We've got a new thing that we built actually, check this out, ready? Moment of truth. Will it go on Susan? I think it will go this way on Susan. All right, we're gonna take a look to see what's inside this mystery box that came with the case. I'm guessing all screws and stuff, but because this has like RGB and everything, there's possibly an RGB controller in here, and that's what we're gonna find out together. Let's have a look. Come on, Claire. Let's see what's in here. Okay, so I was right. My first assumption was correct. Looks as though, oh, the RGB is here. Ooh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a computer case where you get like an official thing to say, hey, I've got this computer case. Attention to detail. It's always key in these situations.
Oh, key.
All right, let's take a closer look inside this wide boy, I'm gonna call it right now, with the key. I don't know what that was, but whatever it was, it sounded scary. All right, let's dive in and take a bit of a closer look at the inside of the case. So obviously, it will allow you to mount any type of motherboard, like ITX, MATX, ATX, like it'll fit basically every motherboard, including EATX as well. There's just a lot of room inside of here. The next thing you'll notice are these hard drive sleds here. There's 4 sleds. For the build though, we're gonna remove them. This is really great for someone who wants to have a lot of storage. So let's say this is a very high-end and beautiful workstation. There's more than adequate racking available for your storage. The trend of 200mm RGB front fans are continuing, so similar to the Cooler Master H500P, H500P Mesh, and the H500M, the Level 20 GT also has 2 giant 200mm fans, and this is awesome. I'm really happy to see that this is something that more manufacturers are doing. So maybe you're wondering about 2.5-inch SSD drives or mechanical drives or whatnot. It does come with 2 mounts for those drives here and here. So it looks like Thermaltake's been listening, because they've done something that I've wanted them to do for quite a while, and they've added an optional power supply shroud. Now this can be removed as well, or kept in. Now on the review of the View 32, someone mentioned in the comment section that they thought that the power supply shroud was bad because it stopped getting air into the power supply. It's not a big deal, especially when you've got two giant 200mm fans on the front drawing in all the air. And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about as well, and that was the way that it actually intakes air into the case. So you've got these two channels up the side here where all the air will be drawn in, and also down below here, guys, it will draw air in from the bottom as well to feed these giant 200mm fans. But from first impressions, I don't see it being a big issue whatsoever. Okay, so I can talk about this until the cows come home, but we're not gonna know the truth about this case until we build in it, so let's get into the build.
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin, the special technique of shadow boxing. The reason I changed my mind is
not because I wish more fame or fortune.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. And I know all the feelings that we shared are in the past. And I know your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on.
The Level 20 GT is very, very easy to build in, and it should be because it's huge. One thing that I did mention though that I'm very happy about is the inclusion of an optional power supply shroud. It's like being given the option to do whatever I want in the case. Because of that, the cable management is really improved, but I feel as though there aren't enough tie down points for the rear of the motherboard tray. For me personally, I don't have an issue with that, but I can see how this can be an issue for other people that might be building in this case. Both doors are hinged and can be removed by simply lifting them up when building, and yeah, this makes it really, really easy to work on. The doors also have a very strong magnet on each of the doors to keep them nice and snug when you're moving it, and yeah, keep them closed. The doors can also be locked with the included set of keys as well. It seems as though Thermaltake was listening when it comes to top panel removal. The top of the Level 20 GT is super easy to remove with just like a firm tug and it pops right off. The bracket underneath can be removed for easy fan and radiator insulation as well. And yeah, speaking of radiators, there is plenty of water cooling support with support for up to 240mm rads in the front and top, and plenty of space for your pumps and reservoirs. We didn't have a lot of time to do a custom loop, but we do have a custom loop build coming very, very soon in another Thermaltake case. No spoilers there. Another thing I noticed when I test fitted one of our eATX boards was the cable routing grommets. They're kind of half underneath the board. A standard 24-pin power cable won't be able to pass through comfortably. However, if you're using sleeved cables, you won't have a problem. If I'm being honest though, who wouldn't be using sleeve cables for a build of this quality? Adding to that as well, the panels where the hard drive cages are can be removed and they can be used for cable routing as well. The retail version of this case includes everything that you'd ever want to build in this case with, including a PCIe riser cable to mount your GPU in a vertical orientation. Because ours is a review sample, it didn't include the riser cable. I really enjoyed building in this case. It's not often that I don't get frustrated building in a case. The design is very premium and Thermaltake has definitely leveled up their quality in the last few years. There are a few things that they could improve on though, including those tie down points and moving the cable routing hole slightly. I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? But with everything though, nothing is ever truly perfect. However, the Thermaltake Level 20 GT comes pretty close. The Thermaltake Level 20 GT releases worldwide on Friday the 17th of August 2018, but there's no pricing available at the time of filming. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you know what to do, and tell us what you didn't like about it. Don't forget, we've got a Discord community as well. There's a link down below. Come and have a chat with us. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I'm Nick with Gear Seekers. You peek, we seek. And just look how big it is. It's magical. I like it.